I cleared 10th and thought that my life will set now, but it went in vain. After 12th, I was told that 12th pass कर लो life set हो जाएगी, but again I was disappointed. But college में आने के बाद I was pretty sure that after clearing college and getting the degree, my life will set. But I was again in disappointment because nothing like this happened. It doesn't feel right. In fact, at times it feels more confusing, more complicated, and I felt like that I don't know which part to choose. I am pretty sure that many of you are facing this thing, going through this phase, or have faced this already, or might face this in future. Now, you are going to relate this video very much if you are specifically from the engineering background, and if so, then I request you to watch this video till the end, because I really hope that through this video, if I can help even one person to decide their path, I'll feel good. So, take a pen and paper and write everything. I really and genuinely believe that whenever you are in confusion, or if you want to decide something or something of very important, then don't let your thoughts just flow in your mind. Write it down, because that will really help you. Write down that where you are in engineering. Now, after engineering, which way you can move forward. One is getting the masters done. Another is if you can find a job and apply for a job in a good organization or any decent organization. Third thing is whether you want to stay in India or you are thinking to move abroad. Next option can be government job. I know many people will think that what kind of option is this, but trust me, after completing engineering, there are people who might want to take up any government job, or either it can be preparing for UPSC or any state level examination, or even appearing for the bank examinations. So if this is the case, then this can also be one of the options, and you have to jot it down. Another is business. So either you are taking up your father's business or you want to start something of your own. If that's the case, write it down. Now we'll think about each topic in detail. First, let's think of masters. अगर हमको masters करना है after completing the engineering, so there are two options for you which are very well known. One is getting degree in management, in business management, that is MBA. Another is getting masters in engineering field, that is MTech or ME. Okay, now if you want to move forward in MTech or ME, in that case you might have to prepare for some examination which is nationally accepted, that is GATE. Apart from that, I'm not very much sure, but if in your state they have any particular examination. अब वही if you are thinking के you want to appear for, you want to get an MBA degree, in that case you might want to prepare for CAT, you might want to prepare for ZET या CMAT हो गया, या there are so many examinations, different college की बहुत सारी examinations रहती है, but in this case CAT is nationally accepted. So just think that आपको after completing engineering, what you think can be the best option for you. If you want to if you're even slightly interested in tech part, कुछ भी अगर आपने technical bachelor's में किया है, तो if you're interested in that, then my suggestion for you would be to go with MTech and ME. If you think that you want to get a degree in different domain but you want to study, in that case go forward with MBA. Now, when to choose this option? First thing is that whether you want to take master's degree or not, so that is one option. Second is see your financial situation. I would suggest that जब भी आप कोई master's degree लेते हो, then please get that degree from tier 1 or tier 2 college, not from tier 3 college, because anyways fees बहुत ज़्यादा होती है, these are very expensive, and if you are getting such degree from tier 3 college, then chances are के return of investment is very less from tier 3 colleges. But if you are getting this kind of degree from tier 1 or tier 2 colleges across the country, the return of investment is pretty high. So just check that part as well. Third is that एज आई मैंशन टेक में जाना है, नॉन टेक में जाना है, किस में जाना है, प्लीज़ बी वेरी प्लीज़ कंसिडर दैट थिंग एज वेल. एंड फोर्थ इज दैट whether you really want to study, because बैचलर्स से भी काम हो जाता है, बट आई हैव सीन मैनी पीपल दैट उनको नहीं पता है दैट व्हाट दे रियली वांट टू डू इन देयर लाइफ, एंड जस्ट टू गेट थिंग्स गोइंग, जस्ट टू गेट थिंग्स मूविंग फॉरवर्ड दे गो एंड वो लोग पढ़ लेते हैं, फिर वहाँ पे भी केटी लाते हैं, थिंग्स थिंग्स बिकम डिफिकल्ट एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स अगेन. सो जो जिस पोजिशन पे आप आज हो, यू विल फेस वेरी सिमिलर थिंग 2 years later, and you'll lose money, you will lose your time, you lose your experience and so many things. So this is the high time to think and take decision accordingly and wisely. So if you're really interested and genuinely want to study, in that case only move ahead with masters, else think some alternative. Next option is getting a job. Please, a disclaimer is that I did computer engineering, so I'll be speaking majorly around that, but irrespective of any field or irrespective of any domain, this applies for all the engineering fields in general. So yeah, just hear me out. Now, if you want to do job, first thing you have to check is that whether you want to do job in a city where you are currently living, or you are willing to move out. Let me give you my example. So I live in Ahmedabad, and when you compare it with Mumbai, Gurgaon, Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad is not very much into tech. At least it is still growing. यहाँ पे भी अच्छी अच्छी कंपनीज हैं, बट टॉकिंग 5-6 years बैक बहुत ज़्यादा कंपनी नहीं थी डिसेंट थी, बट एज आई सेड सिटीज़ के कंपेयर में वहाँ पे ज़्यादा अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ थी. बट इन माई केस माई फैमिली डिडंट अलाउ मी टू गो एंड गेट अ जॉब आउटसाइड ऑफ द सिटी, सो दैट वॉज अ नो फॉर मी. सो मैं उन प्लेसमेंट्स में बैठी ही नहीं जहाँ पे मुझे मतलब विच रिक्वायर्ड मी टू डू जॉब ऑन साइट, एंड एट दैट टाइम वर्क फ्रॉम होम का सिनेरियो नहीं था, एटलीस्ट इन 2017. सो ऑन साइट ही था सब कुछ. सो आई डेंट अपियर फॉर एनी ऑफ दोज प्लेसमेंट्स. बट इफ़ यू थिंक दैट आपके पास वो ऑप्शन है, देन ट्राई टू अपियर फॉर द इंटरव्यूज़ फॉर सच कंपनीज एज वेल. सो फर्स्ट यू हैव टू सी दैट आप कौन सी सिटी में रह के जॉब करने वाले हो. सेकेंड इज़ दैट उस सिटी में पर्टिकुलर उस टेक्नोलॉजीज़ पे कंपनीज वर्क करती हैं या नहीं. नाउ दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. टॉकिंग अबाउट जावा, बहुत साल मतलब जब मैं पढ़ रही थी अराउंड व्हेन आई वाज इन 2nd-3rd year, एट दैट टाइम देयर वर नॉट मेनी कंपनीज हु वर्किंग इन जावा. यहाँ पे लोग PHP, वर्डप्रेस, एंड्रॉयड, iOS एंड जावास्क्रिप्ट के कुछ फ्रेमवर्क्स पे काम करते थे, बट नॉट पर्टिकुलरली जावा. सो मैंने वो चीज़ नहीं लिया बिकॉज आई न्यू दैट मे बी फ्यू ईयर्स डाउन द लाइन आई वोंट बी एबल टू, अगर मैं नहीं क्रैक कर पाई तो, या फिर कुछ 2-4 कंपनीज है वहाँ पे मेरा नहीं हुआ तो मैं कहाँ काम करूँगी. सो दीज वर फ्यू थिंग्स विच वर रनिंग इन माई माइंड. बट इफ so think of from that perspective as well, but don't hold yourself. My suggestion is that अगर वो टेक्नोलॉजी ज़्यादा नोन नहीं है, बट ट्रस्ट मी फ्यू ईयर्स डाउन द लाइन कंपनीज आएंगी, सेटअप होंगी. सो डू योर ओन रिसर्च एंड टेक डिसीजन अकॉर्डिंगली. नाउ अनदर पॉइंट इन दिस सेक्शन इज़ अबाउट द कंपनी. कुछ ड्रीम कंपनीज होती है जिनके साथ आपको काम करना है. इट कैन बी TCS, इट कैन बी Accenture, इट कैन बी L&T, या कुछ भी हो गई. सो इफ़ यू वांट टू वर्क फॉर सच कंपनीज, इन दैट केस सी दैट विच काइंड ऑफ ओपनिंग्स आर देयर. लिंक्डइन पेज पे जाओ, किस तरह से वो लोग हायरिंग करते हैं, व्हाट इज़ देयर हायरिंग प्रोसेस, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एग्जामिनेशंस यू हैव टू क्रैक, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ CGPA you have to maintain throughout to get job in such companies. So just keep your ears and eyes open to follow at least latest news from these companies. If you are okay that आप कोई भी कंपनी से काम स्टार्ट कर दोगे, you just want a job, which is again a good way. In that case, just try and see that किस टाइप की job openings are there in the market. Just go to their LinkedIn page or browse on their website that what kind of openings they are having and what is the description for that particular position. That will really help you out. Next thing that you can do is you can I know that after completing engineering 90% of the time you will face situation where you won't be knowing anything practically. In that case, don't get afraid. Udemy, Coursera, Google Pay, there are so many courses available. In fact, YouTube you will be able to find so many free resources specifically in coding area. So just start watching these videos, start taking this course, because it is really going to help you. And if you really want to get an experience, in that case start applying for internships, start applying for job as a fresher. अब जो next topic है, it is very good and trending, that whether you want to settle in India or you want to move abroad. Okay, so let me just give you my example. So as I mentioned that I was not allowed to change the city as well for the job, so moving abroad was really not an option for me. But somewhere deep down in my heart or in my mind, I really wanted to move abroad. Hence I appeared for my IELTS examination as well, but that's the different story for some other day. Talking about today, if you really want to move abroad, talking about my friends, so they were studying with me and then they went US, Canada, Australia for getting their master's degree, and they are well settled over there. So this is again a good option and you can consider that. So if you think that your finances are in line and koi achhi college mein if you are getting an admission and you are not taking too much loan or something like that, in that case you can move to abroad. But again, as I said, that you check few things. Now the first thing that you have to check is the economic background, which is very important. Second is safety, because you are going to be there alone, all by yourself. You might have friends, you might not have your friends over there. Family, so definitely there are less chances that you will have your family with you. So second is see the security thing, right? Okay, how that country is having relation with neighboring countries and how it stands from geographic point of view. Okay, weather is again very important thing. Not too cold, not too hot, and just check these kind of things as well. Check. Fourth is currency as well. So it for few months at least, when you go, you have to settle down, you have to pay everything by yourself, at least till the time you get any part-time job. So you have to check the currency as well. ऐसा नहीं हो कि बहुत ही ज़्यादा high currency हो, and if you are not very well financially settled in your home country, in that case that will be a huge burden for your parents to give you money at least for 5-6 months. So you have to check that as well. And last but not the least, but very important one, that see that if that country is having demand for your domain or not. If yes, then by all means go. If not, then you can choose to stay over here. Talking about India, if you want to stay in India due to XYZ reason, that the points that we discuss before this point, it can be job or masters, you can just decide that in which way you want to move forward. Next thing, some of the examination that you might want to prepare to get the admission, that can be IELTS, that can be GRE, that can be GMAT as well. And if you are from some medical background, then they have different examination depending on the different country. So do your own research, try to talk to consultants, but a very good one, not the fake ones. So try to do your own research. But if you have decided that you want to move ahead in this path, then you have to start your own research. But if you're thinking कि मैं क्या करूँ, then just think, write everything down and take decision. Next topic is government jobs. तो होता है बहुत बार that after engineering people want to apply for government job. Now I come from government background. My father was working in government sector, in central government to be precise. So he always wanted me to appear for the government examination. So this is now that I'm married now, and since last year he stopped giving me those messages के यहाँ पे apply कर दे, वहाँ पे apply कर दे. But before that, for 5-6 years straight, he wanted me to work in the government sector only. Nothing wrong in that. And if you think that you want to appear for government, if you want government job, then by all means stop everything for a few months and focus only on the government thing, at least for 5-6 months. And if you are able to crack, great. If not, then I would suggest that आप साथ में job join कर लो कुछ part time, and then related to your field only, and then you can study side by side. So if that's the scene, please you can apply for government jobs as well. Last but not the least, family business. One is you can get an experience and then you help your father or your brother in the business. Second is you don't get any experience and you can start working with them, whatever you choose, but this is also an option. And if you think that you want to help your family out in the family business, then don't waste much time. Get experience of an year or two and start working with them, because you will get experience while working in your own business. So why to waste time? So if you think that okay, 5 saal baad to I'm going to handle my father's business, then start doing it from today itself. Why to wait for 5 years? Because in 5 years you will get all the experience that you need, and when your father or brother retires or whatever it is, then you will be able to run your business more efficiently, right? So don't waste that time. If slightly in your mind, if you think that you can handle this business years down the line, then don't waste time in masters or settling abroad or going abroad, like and spending money over there. You can just go to your father's office from tomorrow itself. So that is also an option for some people. And another thing is that if you want to start business from scratch, I would suggest in that case get some experience in that particular field in which you want to start the business, because that is really going to help you out. Because starting everything from scratch can be difficult. You might lose money, you might not have any idea about operations, about HR, about accounting, and these things are very important even if you consider or not. So I would suggest that if you want to get in business with your family, in that case start from tomorrow. Go to office. But if you want to start some business from scratch, then I would suggest get some experience at least in that field for few months, and then start something of your own. I really hope this video helped you to clear your mind. And I know that these are the only options we get after completing our engineering. Other things that you can really consider after completing the engineering. And I really hope this video can help at least one person, if not more. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video, and just enjoy, decide what you really want. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.